want to share that you have a movie coming out, a documentary that I'm really excited to see. I haven't seen it yet. And so why don't you share the name of this documentary and what your part was?
This documentary is called Extraordinary the Seeding, and it's fantastic. It won 13 awards up till now in many film festivals, and that's interesting, and I'll tell you why. And you'll know why that's amazing to me when you see the film, because, you know, it's a touchy subject. We're talking about the hybridization program, and it's something that's very close to me. For me, how my awakening started, well, many years in 2009, but in 2013, I had a life-changing abduction experience when I was literally taken out of my room, out of my home, and introduced to children that were introduced as my own. Okay, and they were, you know, children I've never met before, and they were not quite human. So when I saw these children, the instant connection, the maternal connection to them is just overwhelming. And that experience was so powerful for me that it took me a couple years to kind of integrate and even decide that it was even okay to talk about it, because I had been hiding that for a long time. So this film talks about, I guess the main leading characters are myself, April Malloy, and Robert Fullerton, and a panel of amazing experts, including Yvonne Smith, who I just came back from her Zero group. She's the founder of Zero Group, which is a support group for contactees. So, I mean, the level, the quality, it's directed by John Sumple and Jack Roth and Jamie from J3 Films, with the amazing producer Lori Wagner. So they just did such an incredible job to make a theme that is so controversial, so touchy, in a very elegant manner. You know, interviewing us and other experiencers that have mind-blowing experiences on contact. You know, and when I talk about the hybridization program, just to, for those of you that don't know what that is, what we're talking about is that this program that is happening internationally on our world right now, where men and women are being taken for their genetic material. And that genetic material is being combined, may or may not be combined, with other extraterrestrial material to then create a child, another child. And this is what we call a hybrid, right? Which is a hybridization of a human race and an alien race is basically what it is. And I mean, when this first happened to me, I want you to understand that, I mean, I don't even think I believed in aliens at that time, you know? Right. So when that happened to me, my mind was just blown, you know? So it's been a very interesting, emotional, and even existential crisis, integrating and understanding that we are not alone, that we're experiencing all these things, you know. And so the film is made for men and women that have experienced this, that don't know what to do, just like myself in 2013 when that happened to me. I mean, I didn't know what to do with that. I was like, hybrid children, where do they come from? And it took me a minute to even believe that that was a real experience, you know, because that was my first interdimensional kind of connection on that level. Right. So the film is amazing, and each one of the characters have incredible stories. I will be interviewing them on my show, The Spiritual You, with Dave Scott, on September 3rd. So check that out. It's going to be a very interesting show. We're going to have April Malloy, Robert Fullerton. Who else is going to be on there? And of course the directors, and we're kind of reviewing Contact, taking a look at each one of their experiences, as well as a lady named Sierra Neblina, who has an incredible story. I mean, this is a woman that she's a lesbian, so she's never had contact with a man before. She becomes pregnant in a long-term relationship, and they're like, you know, what happened? What's going on? Of course, it causes a lot of turmoil. She is 3 months pregnant, and next thing you know, the baby's gone. So, you know, these are the kind of things that, you know, pretty impactful experiences that you don't even know, you know, how to explain. So
and how do you process
exactly that? How do you process? And of course, you know, becoming pregnant as a woman is an extremely emotional process because, you know, as women, you know, we, from the system, we're expecting to have families and settle down and have, you know, children. And then when you're constantly experiencing these abnormalities, you know, in your cycle, and you're having miscarriages, unexplained kind of things, you know, your mind is never going to go to aliens. You know, you're
Right.
never going to think it's aliens.
Right.
And that's what happened in my life. And it wasn't until my regression with Alba, Alba Weinman, that we were able to see what had happened. Wow. So, I really invite you guys to watch that. And thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, definitely. I want to check that out. And I'd love to listen to your show. I'd actually love to talk to you about this again. I know we're losing our lighting. And so I would love to have another interview with you. I think that would be great. And then we can cover some topics that we didn't get to cover. I did want to let people know how to find you, though, like I found you.
Yes.
How do they find you?
Yeah. So because of the hybrid program, I founded hybridmother.com. So if you're an experiencer, a hybrid parent, father, or mother, you can get in touch at hybridmother.com. For my healing sessions, DNA reprogramming, GeraldineOrozco.com, and Bay Area meditation. I also teach corporate meditation. So, happy to serve in any way I can.
Yeah. Well, this was great.
Thank you.
I really enjoy it. And thank you so much for coming out and letting us have this little chat before you run off to the airport.
Yeah.
I wanted to just thank you for being a part of my life. You have been a huge part of my life and made a big difference. And I'm so happy to meet you in person and to be able to share this with our viewers.
Yeah, Lila, I just want to say thank you so much for your work, your spiritual work individually. I mean, you're an example for many. And so what you're doing here with this channel, you're holding space for a lot of people to come and connect with you. So thank you for your service, and I highly recommend Lila for her services, and I'll be doing hopefully a session with her soon.
Yes, that would be great.
And thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to
Yes.
Lila's channel.
Yes, thank you. Yes, I need to put that in there. Please like and subscribe.
And share. If you find
yes. All right. Thank you so much. Have a good evening.